guys, how's it going? Cesar Rodriguez here. I just want to shoot a quick little video sharing my thoughts on what's going on right now with the whole FTC attacking Vemma thing. First things first, let me just explain this background in case you're wondering. This is actually the MTV Real World house in Key West, Florida. I'm actually on a trip, just chilling in a cabana here with you. And wanted to just share, I won this trip, by the way, with the network marketing company that I'm in. Yes, I'm a trainer. Yes, I'm someone that believes in, serving the entire industry as a whole as a generic trainer. But at the same time, I also believe in being in the streets, actively, doing what I'm teaching and practicing what I preach. So as a top producer with our company, we actually won this cool trip, all inclusive. And this place is bad to the bone. There's a racquetball court in there. There's it's a mansion, so there's rooms everywhere. Basketball court, tennis court, ping pong, pool. It's decked out. It's the deal. So you produce, you get cool extra benefits, right? But anyways, let's get back to the subject at hand, and that is what's going on with Vemma right now and the FTC. So the FTC's recently, the time of this filming, they launched an attack on Vemma. I think it's total BS from everything that I've been reading about it. It's pretty early on, so there's not that much information out about what all the allegations are. But from everything that I've heard, it sounds like total BS. I think it's ridiculous, and I just want to share my thoughts on it so far. Number one, if you're in Vemma, here's my advice to you. Sit tight, see everything that's going on. I understand a lot of people right now, a lot of people are reaching out to me. A lot of my fans are saying, hey man, Cesar, I want to, I don't know if this is going to make it. If it doesn't, I want to join your team. I want to work with you. I don't think there's anything wrong with looking for a plan B. But at the same time, ride it out and see what happens, because this entire thing may blow over, because I think it's rooted in BS in the first place. Number two, if you're in Vemma and something does happen, don't lose faith in the industry. Don't lose faith in the industry. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't let just be some government agency that decided to pick a fight, with one of the bigger and better companies in the industry. Don't let them dictate the fact that you don't get to live your dream for the rest of your life. Because if you committed to this industry, if you committed to your family, if you committed to yourself that you're going to be successful, that you're going to live a life where you're job free, you get to explore and travel and live on the beaches of the world and have this incredible life. If you made that commitment, don't let anyone, I'm talking about, don't let a hater come across you and steal your dream. Don't let a government agency come across you and steal your dream. If something happens to one company, well, guess what? There's a lot of other really good, credible ones that probably will not be picked on by the FTC. There's a lot of companies out there that are doing things above board, and I think Vemma is one of them. All right, again, I don't have a lot of information on this, but from everything that I've heard, it just seems like total bogus BS, to be real. But there's a lot of companies that are out there doing it the right way, and don't be scared or fearful of the industry. All right, because guess what? You can still win in it, and you can take what you've learned in that first company or whatever company that was for you. Maybe it was company 1 or maybe it was company 5. You can take what you've learned in that company, and you have real skills. You've got real personal development. You've got real experience. You can take that and put it right back into another company in the same industry and have a tremendous amount of success. The first company that I joined, I fumbled and stumbled. I went 0 for 100, right? The first 100 people told me no, that I exposed. It took me 4.5 months to sign up my first person. But, I ended up sticking in that company and, having a tremendous amount of success in it. And, one of the things that happened is, when I made the transition to the second company that I've been building now for the past couple of years, I came right out of the gates and I just, shot out like a cannonball. And that's because I had a lot of skills from my previous company. I didn't even recruit anyone really from my last company. I literally started from scratch, but I had a lot of personal development already. I knew what to say, what not to say. And these are advantages that you have. If Vemma was maybe your first company, now you're looking to move, well, you've learned some things on what to do right, on what to do wrong. You take that into another opportunity and you continue pursuing your dreams. Don't take all that valuable information and then go back to, working, some hourly wage for someone else that you're not happy about. I mean, if you got to do something because you got to pay the bills, I understand. But at the end of the day, the worst thing that can happen to you sometimes in your life ends up being the best. All right, my life, and I'm sure you would agree if you talk to anyone, and probably even your life, is littered with the worst thing that ever happened to me ended up being the best thing that ever happened to me, right? That girlfriend that broke up with you, all of a sudden opened you up and you became single and you found the person that ended up being your wife. right? Life is filled with those stories. All right, before every peak, there's a valley, right? That's just the nature of life. That's the nature of this game, and you're just being tested right now. And here's the deal: just pass the test and you get the reward. That's how life is. You get tested, you pass the test, you get the reward. If you don't pass the test and you go in the corner and you cry about it for 3 months, then you don't get the reward. You don't deserve it. So stay in the game, stay fired up. And I understand it's hard to stay fired up when you're feeling down, but act as if. They've actually done studies that if you just practice smiling, if you force yourself to smile, you will actually feel in a better mood. There's actual studies about that. You could look them up. So act the way you want to feel, and soon you'll feel the way that you want to act. Despite trials, keep moving forward. I believe in you guys. I'm rooting for you. I'm not a fan of this. If you're in the industry of network marketing, direct sales, home-based business, if you're an entrepreneur, you should not be excited when any company goes down, especially not a solid, credible company like Vemma. And one of the things that I really love about this company, Vemma, even though, again, I'm not affiliated with it whatsoever, I'm not involved in that company, I'm in another company in a totally different space, but one of the things that I've always really liked about that company is they brought in more young people, more fresh, young, fired up people into the network marketing industry than any other company I've ever seen in my entire career, all right, of 14 years, all right? So understand that they brought a lot of people and got a lot of young people fired up about chasing after their dreams and not just working for the system and not just working, a job for 40 years. They got so many people fired up about doing that, and so many of them actually living that. So you can do it. Don't give up. All right, Vemma, BK, my heart goes out to all of you guys, that are out there. I just want to say that I love you guys. I want you to keep fighting, keep moving forward, and don't let this get you down. All right, see what happens, and if you need to do something else, move to another company that's got good leadership, find a good mentor, find people that you want to work with, all right, and choose a great opportunity that's solid and stable. And don't just run off to some startup thing that's maybe not as established, all right, because you don't want anything bad to happen again, right? The next company that you find, you want to make sure that it's as solid as possible, all right, and it's something that you can get fired up and passionate about, all right? So love you guys so much. Cesar Rodriguez signing out. Just wanted to kind of share some words of encouragement and some of my thoughts, all right? Take care, God bless, and I'll see you over the top.